Well, hello and welcome to this English lesson where I'm going to talk about things I like. Now, this might sound a little strange. You want to learn English, and I'm going to talk about the things I like. How does that help you? Well, it actually does. As I talk about each of the things I like, you'll hear words and phrases that we use as English speakers when we talk about the things we like. I'll talk about what I like, why I like it, and you can, even if the thing that I'm talking about isn't something you like, you can probably insert into these phrases the thing that you like. And I'll also talk about, things about it that I like and reasons why I don't like other things related to that item. So once again, welcome to this English lesson where I'm going to talk about things I like in order to help you learn how to talk about the things that you like. This week, Preply generously sponsored my Tuesday video and asked that I do shout out Preply a few times in my other things. So there is a link below if you are looking for an English speaking partner, someone that you can pay to have English conversations with you. There's a link below to Preply. They are just a great place where you can set your price and other parameters and find someone who you can meet with regularly to practice your English conversation. So links in the description below. Take a look at that if that's something you are looking for. I like chocolate. In fact, I think I like chocolate too much. And that's a good phrase for you to learn as well, to like something too much. I eat a pack of milk chocolate M&Ms. I was going to say once a week. It's not quite once a week. I probably eat 2 a month. The problem I have is that when I get gas, the gas station sells these as well. So sometimes when I go to pay for the gas, I buy a pack of peanut M&Ms. So it's a peanut with chocolate and then a candy coating around it. I like chocolate. I've always liked chocolate. It is delicious in my opinion. There are 2 kinds of chocolate, milk chocolate and dark chocolate. There's also white chocolate, but I don't quite consider that chocolate. And I like both. Sometimes Jen and I will get dark chocolate and we'll eat a little square of chocolate every day. And then this is obviously covered in milk chocolate. You can see that on the package. So what is one of the first things I like? I like chocolate. I like it really, really good. I like it a lot. What was I going to say there? I like it a lot. That would be how you would say it. I like pizza. This is pretty obvious. I've probably mentioned this about 20 or 30 times over the last number of years. I like pizza. In particular, I like pepperoni pizza. So when you say you like something, and there's a wide variety of them, you use the phrase in particular to talk about the one you like. So I can say, I like pizza. In particular, I like pepperoni pizza. I could say, I like chocolate. In particular, I like M&Ms. They're very, very yummy. I like homemade pizza that you make at home, and I like pizza that you buy from a pizzeria. So I love pizza. And again, similar to chocolate, I have always loved pizza. By the way, notice this is a lesson about using like, but I use love as well. We're very free with using the word love to describe something we really, really like. Okay, so I could say, I love chocolate. I love pizza. It means that if this is like, love's a little bit of a stronger emotion. But yes, I like pizza. I like kindness, and I don't want to sound preachy. When you're preachy, it means you're telling other people how to behave. But I just appreciate it when people are kind to each other. I think this is a result of a certain part of my life where maybe I was not as kind as I should have been. But I find that since I had heart surgery, it's been a number of years now. How many years has it been? 5 or 6 years ago. That scared me a little bit. And it made me realize that it's important to be kind to people. Like kindness is probably one of, it's almost like a superpower if you use it properly. The more kind you are to people, the better your life becomes. It's kind of weird. You shouldn't be kind so your life becomes better, but it is one of the things that happen. So I like seeing when people are kind to each other. I like it when people treat other people with respect. It's very, very important to me. I think it's one of the messages that I give as a teacher as well. I quite often encourage my students to be kind to each other. Even though I'm just teaching them about computers and French, it's all part of it, I think. I like walking. Here's a picture of me out walking the other day. This is from about 4 days ago. If you look in the distance, you can see my farm way in the background, possibly just a little bit. But I like walking. I should actually describe that a little differently. I like walking, but I also like how I feel after I go for a walk. So walking for me is exercise. I walk at a brisk pace. And so when I go walking, I want to make sure my heart rate is elevated. And I love walking. I love it. I love being out in the fresh air. I even like waving to the people who drive by who I know. Sometimes the neighbor will drive by or someone else, but definitely I like walking. So anyways, if there's something you like doing, like I like running, I like lifting weights, you can use the similar description. I like learning new things. I haven't learned to do this yet. There's a couple of videos here about sourdough bread. For some reason, I've always enjoyed making pizza dough and making bread, but I've never tried making sourdough bread, which is a different kind. I think you keep yeast in the fridge or something. I'm not sure. I have to watch these videos. But for my entire life, I have liked learning new things. So there's another phrase for you. For my entire life, I have liked learning new things. As a kid, I liked reading books and learning about electricity or a new game I could play with my siblings and my cousins. So I like learning new things, and I don't think this will ever end. I think I will always like learning new things. So I've always liked learning new things, and I will always like learning new things. I think most of you are in this situation as well. I don't think you would be here if you didn't like learning new things, similar to me. I like teaching. This is a screenshot from a video where I think I talked about what students use in a classroom. There's a whole bunch of things in front of me. This is a video of me teaching you English. I've just always liked teaching things. I actually think these two things are tied together. When you say things are tied together in English, it means they're related to each other. I think a lot of people who like learning new things probably also like teaching. They like teaching those new things to other people once they have mastered them. So I have always liked teaching. I still like teaching, and I think I will continue to enjoy teaching as I go forward. So another little phrase in there, you can say you like something. You can also say you enjoy something. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy pizza. I enjoy learning new things. So, and how long have I been a teacher for? Since 1998, 97. It's been a long time. It's almost been 30 years. That's a long time, isn't it? But I'm not ready to retire yet. Okay, this is a funny one. I like coffee. In fact, I love coffee, but I don't drink coffee. And here's the reason. Caffeine has an interesting effect on me. So I love coffee. I love the taste of coffee. I love the smell of coffee. I love putting a bit of cream and sugar in my coffee. But when I drink coffee, I get agitated and I get aggravated. So I also get a lot of energy from it. So if I'm going to work on something by myself for an entire day, I might have a little bit of coffee and then I will be like a machine. I'll work really hard. But if I know I'm going to be working with other people, I don't have coffee because then other people bother me and I get agitated when they don't work as fast as I want them to. So anyways, I like coffee, but I don't actually drink it. I'll have a decaf every once in a while, a decaf coffee. I like taking a nap. In fact, last semester I had a nap every day. I would come home from work around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I would have a nap. I'm part-time. Now my schedule is different where I don't go to work until 10 a.m. and then I don't come home until 4:30. And so I'm missing it, but I love taking a nap. I like having a nap. You can use either verb. This is me sleeping in bed. I don't usually take a nap in bed. I usually take a nap by sitting on the couch. If I lay down to take a nap, I sleep too deeply and I don't feel very good when I wake up. But yes, almost if I could, I would have a 10-minute nap every day. Informally in English, you sometimes just say snooze. I'm going to have a 10-minute snooze. It means you're going to have a nap. I like baseball. So there's two things about baseball. One, when I was a kid, my dad used to watch baseball. In fact, I think he either watched or he more likely listened on the radio to almost every single game. And the team that is close to us is called the Toronto Blue Jays, and they are a major league baseball team. So I have fond memories. There's another word for you for this lesson. I have fond memories of watching baseball with my dad or listening to baseball on the radio with my dad. Often because we were on the farm, we were still working at night when the baseball game was being played. So we would listen to it on the radio. So why do I like baseball? Number one, I have fond memories of it from when I was a child. So again, fond memories, good memories. And the second is Jen enjoys baseball. And a few years ago, we started watching baseball. I've always liked the Toronto Blue Jays. They won the World Series twice, by the way, back in the 90s, early 90s, I think. So what sport do I like the best? I kind of like basketball and I like baseball, but I would say it's really fun to go to a baseball game. It's like you're kind of outside. It's during the summer. It's really fun. So anyways, I like baseball. I like it a lot. Did I teach that phrase yet? You just say a lot at the end. Like, I like it a lot. Do you like pizza? I like it a lot. Do you like baseball? I like it a lot. So again, you're emphasizing how much you like it. And I like Toronto. I didn't know there was a swan in the front there. I don't actually like swans, but sometimes they chase you and geese as well. But I like Toronto. Toronto is a city that is relatively close to me. Notice if you say it slowly, it's Toronto, but people in my area call it Toronto. So we say it very quickly and we flap the T and all that kind of stuff. So Toronto. Jen and I go to Toronto probably 5 or 6 times a year. Sometimes we go just to experience the city. Sometimes we go to see a Blue Jays game. Sometimes we go to see a show like in a theater. But Toronto is it's about an hour and a half to get to Toronto. So it's a bit of a drive. Actually, not really. We drive for 45 minutes and then we take the train for 45 minutes. So the train ride's nice because you can just sit and chat. But anyways, I like that city. It's cool. There are many things to do there and I like to go there. I like technology. You could say I'm a bit of a nerd, bit of a geek. I have loved technology since I was a kid. My parents bought me a computer when I was 8 or 9 years old. It was a Commodore VIC-20. Within a year, my brother and I had learned almost everything we could about that computer, and then they bought us a Commodore 64. Sorry to reminisce so much. When you reminisce, you talk fondly about the past. There's the word fondly again. So anyways, I like technology. It's one of the reasons why I'm a teacher, because I don't know if I've shared this before. If technology didn't exist, I don't know if I would enjoy teaching. Like, I like teaching French and using computers for part of the class. I like teaching computer classes where we make videos or animations. So I like technology. I like video games. I like computer programming. I like sitting and watching YouTube videos. I like being able to research anything I want instantly. Like the other day, I was researching the history of Chile. That was really fun. But yes, technology. I love it. And then I know a lot of people think technology is bad. And I think some parts of how people use it, things could be better, but I really like it. I like reading. My mom was a librarian And my mom valued reading. When you say you value something, you think it's important. So my mom was very much in favor of kids reading. So we went to the library every Saturday morning like clockwork. In English, when you say you do something like clockwork, it means it happens regularly. And we would get out 3 or 4 books every Saturday and we would read them through the week. And then we would return them the next Saturday and take out some new books. So I grew up in a family where reading was encouraged, where it was normal to see my mom reading. My dad, not so much. My dad read the newspaper, but he didn't really read books. But all of my siblings are avid readers. When you use the word avid, it means you do it a lot. They read a lot. I like watching TV. This is a picture from last night. This is current. This is the Blue Jays on their way to losing the baseball game. But yeah, I've just always really, really enjoyed watching TV. Sometimes I watch a show on my computer or on my tablet, but I do like just sitting on the couch and watching a good TV show. Lots of fun. Have always really, really enjoyed that. I also like watching movies. And now when we go back to reading, watching TV, and watching movies, I generally like watching science fiction movies. I love TV shows that take place in space. I like reading books where it's 1,000 years in the future. That is the genre that I enjoy the most. So what do I like for entertainment? I like reading science fiction novels or books. I like watching sci-fi TV shows. Sci-fi is the short form of science fiction. And I love a good science fiction movie. Really, really enjoy that. Although I will say this, these people are wearing 3D glasses. I don't enjoy 3D movies. I don't know what it is. Having the glasses on, it takes me out of the experience a little bit, where I don't enjoy it as much as I could. This is a simple thing. One of the simple pleasures in life. I just like clean clothes. I like it when I have clean clothes to put on in the morning. So I'm not sure how you wear your clothes. I generally wear clothes for multiple days. The shirt that I wear, I will usually wear for 1 or 2 days, maybe 3 if it's just a normal, like you have to think, I go to work for not that long and it's not a physical job where I'm sweating. I will wash this maybe once every 3 weeks, and then pants maybe once every week and a half, or I don't know. But I do like clean clothes. I really, really enjoyed the smell, especially if they were hung out to dry outside. I really enjoyed the smell of clean clothes. Hopefully you weren't too weirded out by my schedule of when I wash my clothes, but I just like the smell of clean clothes, and I like putting them on, and I like feeling like you feel it. It's a fresh feeling, right? I like a good haircut. I almost need one again. Not quite there. It gets a little unruly. When you say something is unruly, it's like hard to control. Students can be unruly as well in a classroom. But I like a haircut. In fact, sometimes when I'm not feeling, when you have a day where you just don't feel energetic, one of the things I will often do is I'll go for a walk, I'll cut my fingernails, I'll have Jen help me cut my hair and trim my beard, and then have a shower and put on clean clothes. And it's kind of a funny thing, but it makes me feel a lot better. So I enjoy getting my hair cut. I like it when it's nice and tidy and everything looks the way I like it to look. I like going out with Jen. I like going to the mall with Jen. I like going to a show. Here we are. We went to see The Lion King in a theater. It was a lot of fun. I like going to a baseball game with Jen. I like just driving with Jen in a car to go visit her sister and brother-in-law or whatever. I think that one of the things that I appreciate most in life is that Jen is just awesome. So I'll just say that right here. But going out with Jen is fun. I think that's what helps people to have successful marriages, when they actually enjoy each other's company. And then this is my last one. I did say it was going to be a bit of a short lesson. I really like work. I know some people don't. And I will say that there are days where I don't enjoy my job, just like anyone. I am a normal person. But overall, I actually like going to work. I like having a job. I like teaching students. I like driving into work. I like getting a snack at Tim Hortons a couple times a month. I like coming home from work and talking to Jen about how my day went. So part of it is that I've had a few different jobs in life, and some I didn't like, but I have a job now where I enjoy the work. I enjoy teaching students. I enjoy my colleagues, etc., etc. So yes, last slide. I like work. I enjoy work.